5 Mandela effects that prove your memory is lying. Are you sure your memories are real? What if I told you that some things you clearly remember never actually happened? Not just you. Millions of people around the world share the exact same false memories. They remember the same images, the same details, but reality proves none of it ever existed. Scientists call this the Mandela effect. Today, we're looking at 5 of the most shocking cases. By the end, you might start questioning how much of your own memory is actually real. Number 5. The Monopoly Man's Monocle. He never wore one. Close your eyes and picture the Monopoly Man, that cheerful old fellow in the top hat. Is he wearing a monocle? Go check the actual board. Here's what will break your brain. He has never worn one. Not in any edition, not in any country's version, not ever. Since this character first appeared in 1936, not a single official design has included a monocle. Yet millions of players worldwide swear they remember a little round lens over his right eye. Psychologists believe people are blending his image with Mr. Peanut, the Planters mascot who actually does wear a monocle and a top hat. Your brain quietly borrowed an accessory from a different character and permanently attached it to the wrong face. How did millions of people across different countries independently fabricate the exact same false detail? Nobody has an answer. Number 4. The Star Wars Misquote. Darth Vader never said that line. "Luke, I am your father." It might be the most quoted movie line in history. You've seen it on t-shirts, in memes, and across countless parodies. There's just one problem. Darth Vader never said it. Go watch the original scene from 1980's The Empire Strikes Back. What he actually says is, "No, I am your father." No, Luke. Just no. One tiny word of difference. Yet for decades the entire world has been quoting a line that never existed. Here's the unsettling part. Even people who just rewatched the film will misquote it days later. Their brains automatically revert to the wrong version. Psychologists call this memory conformity. When a false version becomes popular enough, your brain accepts it as truth. Pop culture literally rewrote cinema history, and your brain didn't put up a fight. Number 3. Fruit of the Loom's Cornucopia. There was never a cornucopia in the logo. Picture the fruit of the Loom logo, that classic pile of fruit on your underwear tag. Now answer this. Do you remember a brown cornucopia behind the fruit? A woven, horn-shaped basket cradling those apples and grapes? Huge numbers of Americans will swear they remember it. Some can describe the exact shape, the color, even the texture. But here's the truth. Since the company was founded in 1893, the logo has never once featured a cornucopia. Over 130 years. Not a single version. In 2024, the company even issued an official statement to address it. What makes this case so disturbing is the level of detail people remember. They're not vaguely recalling something. They're describing a specific object that never existed. How does your brain fabricate an image this vivid from nothing? Number 2. Curious George's tail. He never had one. Curious George, one of the most beloved characters in children's literature. Picture him in your mind right now. Does he have a tail? A long, curling monkey tail? Now go check any original book or any episode of the cartoon. Here's the shocking truth. George has never had a tail. From the very first book in 1941 to every illustration and animation since, there is no tail. The reason is simple. George is actually an ape, not a monkey, and apes don't have tails. Yet nearly everyone on the planet remembers him with one. This false memory crosses every language and every culture. Your brain sees the word monkey, and it automatically fills in a tail that was never there. You think you're remembering, but your brain is inventing. Number 1. The Berenstain Bears. The most famous Mandela effect of all time. If you grew up reading these books, spell the name right now. Did you spell it Berenstain? Congratulations, you're wrong. Just like 90% of the world. The correct spelling has always been Berenstain, not Stein. Stain. This is the single most famous Mandela effect in history. Millions of people are absolutely certain it ends in EIN, a common suffix in Jewish surnames. But the author's last name was always Berenstain. Every book cover spells it out in plain letters. Some people take this so seriously they use it as proof of parallel universes, arguing we must have crossed over from a timeline where it was spelled differently. Is this just a cognitive glitch in the human brain, or did we genuinely come from another universe? That question still has no answer. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more mind-blowing content. Those were 5 of the most mind-blowing Mandela effects ever documented. From the Monopoly Man's non-existent monocle, to the Star Wars line that Darth Vader never actually said, from the cornucopia that vanished from the fruit of the Loom logo, to the tail Curious George never had, and finally the Berenstain Bears, the name the entire world has been spelling wrong. Every single case reminds us of one unsettling truth. The things you're absolutely certain you remember might never have been real. Memory isn't a video recorder. It's more like a storyteller who makes things up. If this blew your mind, please like and subscribe. Next time, we'll challenge your reality once again.